Hey, what's going on, guys? ETP coming at you guys with another video today, and NBA free agency is officially upon us. We've been into free agency for about an hour and a half now. We've already had some deals that have been verbally agreed upon, so those have already been updated in my 2015-2016 roster, as well as some other things since the initial release video that I made. So we're going to go over those in this video, and we'll go ahead and start it off with the contract changes. So, number one right here, Anthony Davis will be returning to the Pelicans, as we already knew. No way he's going to leave New Orleans at this point. He is going to be the face of that franchise for a long time, and he has verbally agreed on a huge contract extension. As you can see here, it won't be starting this coming season, but after that, it is turning into a 5-year, $145 million contract. And the way that I put this contract into the game, and the way I'll be doing all these contracts until we get official numbers, is, I'll just be going with equal money for, each year. So since he got a 5-year, $145 million, you do 145 divided by 5, and you get 29 right there, and then I'll put 29 million for every single year. I also gave him a player option because that's going to be included in his contract as well, so he definitely has a huge contract. As you can see, that's a huge deal for the Pelicans. They've locked up their franchise player for a long time now. Another big contract we got was Kawhi Leonard. We expected him to obviously re-sign with the Spurs as well, and he did just that. He signed a 5-year, $90 million offer, so that would average to $18 million a year. I didn't see anything about an option, but if there is anything like that, once the official, numbers to the contract come out, I'll make sure to add that in. But these are just kind of like placeholder contracts, and general, this is what they generally agreed upon, so that's what's in the roster at this point in time. Again, things will be updated as we go along in the off season. That was a big one. Another big player movement thing we just got was Al-Farouq Aminu signing with Portland. He was playing with Dallas last year. He signed a reported 4-year, $30 million deal, and those are the only official ones at this point. But I went ahead and I gave Brook Lopez and Thad Young new contracts as well, because that's just about as close to a done deal as you can get. You have people reporting that Brook Lopez will get 3 years, $60 million, and Thad Young will get 4 years, $50 million. I typed in the numbers on average. I don't know why it says right there that it's $49.99 million. It should add up to $50 million. But either way, those are the contract updates. And as we get more into free agency and guys start signing and players start moving around, we're gonna have a lot of those. So that's what I just did, along with a few little jersey update changes with Tony Roten going to 14. I changed Pat Connaughton to 5, Justice Winslow to 20, just all those little things right there. But before this, days ago, I was making some big changes, and the biggest change is the free agency pool. So tons of changes here. Me and Pete, we actually added in quite a few guys that are playing Summer League that have chances to make rosters, like Jordan McRae, Pierre Jackson, DJ Cooper, he's in the free agency pool, DeAndre Daniels, he's on the Raptors right here. We added him in, added in Nikola Jokic right there. What were some other ones? Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Just a bunch of different guys. I think we added in, 7, 8 guys, something like that. We got, let's see, Des Wells right down here. So added a bunch of those guys. I talked about that on Twitter the other day. But by adding those guys in, we were able to release a lot of the unrestricted free agents, which I think is good. So when you guys download this update of the roster, you are going to be having these unrestricted free agents in the free agency pool. So you can go ahead and sign these guys where you think they're going to be signed, or you can wait if you want to edit the file for yourself. You can go ahead and update that along with the updates happening in real life. These guys are in the free agency pool. There are a lot of the high name guys that are in the free agency pool, and they will be added straight in throughout the off season. So I want to let you guys know about that. Before you start in my league with this, try to sign all these guys to teams, because that's just going to be kind of madness if you start a mode with all these guys in the free agency pool. So that's a big thing. I also changed Jahlil Okafor's hair. You guys can see right there, it's now the large afro instead of the messy natural hairstyle. Due to popular request, I also changed Willie Cauley-Stein's hair. He no longer has the the cornrows. That's what I went with because that was close, what I thought was the closest to the short braids that he has now, but nobody liked that, and to be honest, it didn't look very good. So I changed his to the messy natural. I did the same thing with Montrezl Harrell. He also had the braids or the cornrows, but I changed his to the messy natural as well. And then we also added in some guys that are playing Summer League. I added in Shannon Scott. I added in Michael Frazier, who's going to be playing Summer League with the Warriors, and just a bunch of different guys like that. And then I also added in the final 3 draft picks American draft picks that I didn't have in the roster. And those 3 guys are 1, Marcus Thornton, who will be getting a player creation tutorial very soon. I think that's a very solid creation. It looks a lot like him in my opinion. So I added him in. I added in Darren Hilliard, who is in there, you know, not too long ago. I put him in relatively quickly after the draft. I think the day after. That's another guy. He'll get a tutorial soon. That's another one of my really good creations. I think I got him pretty spot on. Sir Dominic Pointer, got him over to the Cavs. Go ahead and show you guys what he looks like. He's another guy that I missed. I didn't see him on very many draft boards at all, but I made sure I got him in eventually. And then the last guy is Cody Lillane, or Katie Lillane. I keep calling him Cody. But he is from UMass, and he got drafted by the Spurs late in the 2nd round. Definitely a beast guy. Very long arms, very big, 6'10", 241. He's definitely got a lot of potential. We'll see how he pans out, see if he can make the Spurs as well. So those are really the main updates I've done. I've been kind of like tweaking a few things. Pete changed Jabari Parker's position to power forward because he said that would help with the depth chart, because really technically in real life Jabari Parker last year before he got hurt was playing power forward because the Bucks kind of had a weird lineup. They played really small, so in order for him to stay at power forward and not move to the bench, he'd need to be set as a power forward, and that knocked his overall down 4 spots. So he's really a 79 overall. If you were to play him at small forward, his ratings would be like a 79 overall, but since he's a power forward, it changes his overall rating. So if you guys don't like that, you can change him to a small forward. And you know, if the Bucks look like they've got another power forward, if they sign somebody in free agency, maybe we'll change his position back to a small forward. We'll just have to see about that. But those are generally some of these new updates that I have added in. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I'm going to try to do these videos a lot more frequently throughout the off season as well, to keep you guys updated with what is going on. I was gonna say one more thing. I can't remember what it was, but I'm gonna be doing a kind of like a Q&A video about some of the more frequently asked questions that I get about this roster. One of those questions I just kind of answered was about Jabari Parker. Why is Jabari Parker a 75 overall? I've had questions again. Why does the file say it's corrupted? I'll go over that. That's just a glitch with 2K. Just keep trying. But I'll answer all those questions and more in an upcoming video as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.